Hello, my name is Jamil Carey, and I'm a Spanish teacher in high school. This video is going to show you how to use Duolingo for schools. We will be setting up a new classroom, inviting students, and assigning an assignment. After that, we will look at how your students join your classroom and complete the assignments. The first thing that we're going to do is go to schools.duolingo.com, or you can Google Duolingo for schools, whichever is easier for you. If this is your first time, you're going to click Get Started. If you have a school account, you can click on Signing Up with Google. It might be easier for you, it would save some time. It will have most of your information already. I already have an account, so I'm actually just going to click Login. This also goes for anyone who has a normal Duolingo account for learning a language. So you will also use the same account as well. So you'll just hit login. It already has my information saved. Login with Duolingo account. Now, as you'll see up here, it says certified educator. That just means that I've already created a classroom before and invited students. For our video purposes, I'm going to click create a new classroom, create another classroom. Here you can name your classroom. I like to be really detailed, so I'm actually going to put Spanish 1, period 1, so I can differentiate my class a little bit more. Um, you can also do this by just putting period 1 or Spanish 1, depending on if you want to separate it by periods or sections. I obviously like both. Next, you'll select the language that you teach. In my case, it would be Spanish. Continue. The next thing we need to do is invite our students. There's a couple of ways to do this. If your students have an email address, you can click on the Share Classroom link. That way, if they have an email address for the school, it would be a lot easier for them. They would just click in the same way that we could have signed up with Google. They would do the same thing. If your students do not have an email, you can create accounts for them that do not require the emails, and it will generate a PDF with specific instructions for each of your students. You'll have to put in their names, and it'll give them each unique logins. So for our purposes, let's do share classroom link. We'll hit continue. So you'll see that there's quite a few options for sharing the link. You can just copy the link right here, or if you have Remind set up for your classroom, you can use Remind, share on Remind, or share on Google Classroom. You can also share this classroom code at the bottom. You can copy that and also put it in your Google Classroom. Let's hit continue. It's going to give us printable setup instructions for our students. You can't continue until you hit download PDF. So let's download the PDF and continue. Okay. So at this point, you will just wait for your student to sign up. Then you'll see their accounts, their progress, the activities that they've completed, and any experience they've earned. So let's just go ahead and paste that code that we copied earlier. Your student will get a join classroom message, and it will say that you, their teacher, will be able to see all of their account information. You'll just tell them to hit continue. Now, before we explore the student side, let's go back to our classroom and we'll see. Let's just refresh this. We'll see our student's name. You can click on that student and you'll see how many completed activities they've done, how many late assignments they've turned in, or how many assignments they're missing. You can also view activity log, and you'll see when they've done activities or lessons. You'll see for me, I have only tested for both of my activities, and that's how I've gained experience. So, what we're going to do next is go to the left hand side and click on assignments. And here's where we'll create our first assignment. So let's hit create assignment. And as you'll see, we can assign specific skills or we can reach a points goal. I like the idea of points because it allows students to go at their own pace. And if they're more advanced, they're still going to gain the same amount of points as a student that is a beginner and completing this, like completing beginner activities. So let's hit collect points. This kind of explains how the points equivalent to amount of time each day that they do an activity. Let's assign 10 minutes for 5 days, which is 100 experience points. Let's make it due on Friday after school. So that'd be February 23rd, and let's just say my school gets out at 2:30, so I'll put 3 o'clock to be fair. And then we'll hit assign now. And we have our first assignment due now. We can exit that. Now, if we go back to the student profile, it'll show us all of the lessons that have been completed, or in my case, surpassed from testing. It'll tell us how fluent we are, if we've reached our daily goal, and you'll also see the assignment that our teacher has assigned to us. Now, if you click on that goal, it'll take you to, it'll explain to you how you can complete your homework assignment, where you can either continue on to the next lesson or strengthen your skills by practicing skills that you learned in previous lessons. And that's about it for this tutorial. Thank you.